Hey chat, how are you? Sighs in a victorious man. So, we got a new neighbor in the hood, in the SFH area, the single family home area. We live in a condominium complex. Yes, they look down at us. Yes, I don't care. But you got to you got to use their street, their little, it's almost a cul-de-sac to get into our little condo complex. So we know the houses. We drive by the houses a million times. We walk by the houses. We see the houses. We're aware of the houses when they're on sale, when they're not on sale. Generally, who lives there, etc., etc. So, new neighbors. Yes, I spell it with a U. Yes, I'm an Anglophile. Okay, sorry. New neighbors move in, and instantly they put up some cones. Or I guess they put out the cones. The cones are already standing up, but they put out out some cones on the street, and they have a little parking space right in front of their home, before their driveway, and and then the other side of the parking space is another driveway, the next house's driveway. So it's a small spot, but it's a parking space for whatever. But they put out cones in this parking space 24/7. And I was like, okay, uh, this is not your parking space. This is our space. This is public property. What the hell are these cones doing here? Um, and so it bothered me to no end. I was incensed, and I thought, well, if they're saving this space for themselves, that's not cool. And I'm sorry, this is only a tiny space. And if you want to park outside, if your garage is full, their garage is full of crap. And there's no room in the driveway. You got to walk 50 feet to a parking spot. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. So these cones were out 24/7. Another thing was they had a sign that said children at play that they also put in the street and on the sidewalk. They had two of them. Uh, when they first moved in there, okay, there were kids at play, I guess, here and there. But after a few weeks, I ain't seen no kids, nor no play, no hide nor hair of a kid. And they definitely weren't playing. So I was like, well, why? They don't have kids, yet they have these signs out in the street and on the sidewalk. And then they have these cones to protect, to save, to reserve this public parking spot that is not theirs. It annoyed me to no end. What should we just start putting cones everywhere on public streets? Yeah, I'm gonna park here Thursday, so I'll put out some cones on Monday. Is that the future you want? Is that the world you want to live in? Also, their yard is ugly. Okay, it's not aesthetically pleasing. It's brown. They don't water it. They got a brown lawn. It's gross, brown slash yellow. And sometimes they have a huge RV in their driveway. So I was like, okay, this is a lot to take, and I will not stand for it. Yeah, like I said, their garage is full of junk and clutter. So I guess they needed that third spot, parking spot, but it wasn't theirs. It's all of ours. It's socialism, it's communism at its finest, folks. So I drive by these cones twice a day, three times a day, running errands, going to work, coming home from work, etc., etc. And I always wanted to move them, but I was scared. And I thought, well, I'll go over there under the cover of darkness and move them, but I was still scared of a confrontation, okay? But at the same time, I was like, well, I can't be the only one thinking this. I'm the silent majority. I'm everyone's Superman who's stopping a war between that country that definitely isn't Israel and that land that definitely isn't Gaza. Okay? I am the hero that people need. I'm the hero. I'm the superhero that people are waiting for. They're just too frightened to speak up. And yeah, if you say snitches get stitches, well then sue me up, okay? I care about aesthetics. I care about looks. You know what else I care about? Property value. Okay. Yeah, some potential home buyers cruising through the hood. They see a couple cones on the street. They're gonna be like, "Well, what's going on there? What's up with that house? I don't want to live here. This is unknown territory. That person is could be a danger, and the kind of person that puts cones out on the street is someone I don't want to trifle with. My wife, Carolyn, unbothered. Just leave them alone. Don't do anything. Don't say anything. Don't touch the cones. Just let it be. And I was like, "Oh, okay, you just want cones everywhere, don't you? You want cones as far as the eye can see. Everyone should just be coning up the street, up and down, left and right, to reserve parking spots. Is that what you want? You just want cones everywhere. Well, I will not go gently into that good night. I will free my people. I will free my land from the two cone reign of terror. I'm a master noticer, and these bug the shit out of me. So I was like, it's time to do something. So I went on Facebook, just like uh, every action person oriented does. And I went on the West Sac Facebook, which is always active, sometimes pithy. And I shared these pictures. I don't say post. I shared these pictures. I published these pictures. I placed these pictures onto Facebook. And the comments were crazy. Chat's going wild, fam. Um, but so opinions left and right, and the back and forth was quite vociferous. And then there was one gal on there who name is spelled Carin. She's like, I'll help you. I'll report them. So I went full Karen with Karen. That's right. Once you go Karen, you never go back. So West Sac government, city government, they outsource third party their how to report people code enforcement thing to something called publicstuff.com. So we went on publicstuff.com to the West Sac part of that intranet, and I made a report. I sent them some pictures and I said, these cones are out here 24/7. Uh, Took a couple days, but someone named Robert Brazier, Bra, what's up with your brazier? What's up with women's braziers? Robert Brazier, uh, he responded after a couple days, thank you for your concern. I have assigned this complaint to a parking enforcement officer. The assigned PEO has made contact with the responsible party. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, or oof, vamoosh, gone, vanish into the ether. They went up to cone heaven. And so now when I drive by and I see the cones in their garage, they leave their garage door open a lot. There's tons of junk and clutter and crap in there. But when I drive by and I see their cones in their garage, I think, F yeah, you mess with the wrong buddy, homeboy. I freed the land. I freed the people. I feel like Moses. I really do. Um, but we are in a condo complex, and a week ago they were paving everything or asphalting everything or tarring everything. I don't know. We couldn't park in our place for a day, so we had to find parking out yonder. And lo and behold, I parked in that precise parking spot in front of this house. These new neighbors who I just got the cones removed from, and I just gotta say, their parking space is super small. The cones were there to help. Like I backed up and I was like, am I blocking this driveway? Am I blocking the other driveway? Backed up a little and I got out of my car, my back. So the cones were there to help. Whoever's parking, be like, you hit the cone with your bumper, no damage, no big deal. And you're like, okay, I know I can stop now. So the cones, yeah, they were just assisting people. It doesn't matter. They didn't belong there and they should be getting gone. Okay, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. But when I did have to park there for a day, a night, I was like, I would like the cones back for my one time parking event. So bring them back, Robert Bra. Do I need to file another complaint? Blah, 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 blah. So Carolyn's bathroom cabinet hinge started slamming. And I was like, okay. And we got the slow close. Ooh. When you close it, you just push it a little and easy. Ooh, I like that. So I was like, all right, I think I could fix this. So I'll hop on Amazon. Slow close bathroom hinge purchase. And these are like four for $10. It comes, it's nothing what I need. Nothing like the current one. I was like, okay, I guess there's more than one slow close bathroom cabinet hinge. So I let about a month go by because I was like, and I could have called someone, but it's 5 minutes of work. It's literally super simple, and I learned that just taking off I took off both cabinet hinges, kind of toiled around with them a little, took a look see here and there, and I got the concept. Um, and I could have hired a handyman or a McCrary's or whatever. But I was like, dude, this is gonna be 5 minutes of work. I just need the right part, and I don't want to pay 65, $75, $100 for someone to screw in the right part, which takes 2 minutes. So I got a second. So I really looked at. I took some pictures of the hinge while it was installed, and I ordered another. Same thing, four for $10, $9, whatever. Came and it was almost perfect. It was just like our bathroom hinges have like this little jutting, this little butt, this little hump. And my second hinge did not have that. So I was like, okay, I'm almost there. So took a few more pictures, analyzed it, Google image AI, computing. Uh, and third try, same thing, got four of them. Actually, this one was two for 8 or 9, something like that. So I got two hinges, and Bob's your uncle. I screwed it in. It works. Uh, it's like it, it doesn't work fully. Like if you push it just a little, it just stays open. But you push it like 10%, stays open. But you shove it to a 15, 20%. It does the old slow close, and we like it slow, don't we? So I was happy as a clam. I got the correct part, and no more slamming of the bathroom cabinet door, which I've been living with for a few months now. And every time Carolyn does it, bam, slam. She's like Emerald Lagasse, but every time she would close the dough, and sometimes you catch it, but sometimes she didn't catch it, and it would just be like boom, boom, and she'd be like, "Sorry," and I was like, "Okay," and she'd say, "I didn't mean to. I forgot. I didn't mean to," and I wanted to believe her. I really did. Went to Planet Fitness today for 5 minutes, and then we were walking out. Because Sunday is like my day of rest, my day of relaxation. God took Sunday off. I could take Sunday off. Um, but Sunday, I usually just do like 20% of a workout, something like that. 25% of a workout. So we went to Planet Fitness for a whole 5 minutes, and we're walking out, and my wife, Carolyn, she goes, 5 minutes? What's the point of 5 minutes? And I said, 5 minutes is the point of 5 minutes. Any more questions? I also did a dumbbell press with 75-pound dumbbells. I could have done 70-pound dumbbells, but I deserve it. Figure I treat myself right. Uh, my coworker slash buddy slash friend, Mr. Pow. So his family's into K-pop, right? K-pop is huge. And so he went to see a concert starring G Dragon. And G Dragon is part of Big Bang, which is a K pop group. By the way, Big Bang, trademark infringement, anyone? Get Chuck Lorre on the line. So he's going to see G Dragon, and I was like, he's driving down to L.A. and tickets are a couple $100. Got to get a hotel, food, merch, all this stuff, right? Um, and I was like, for a K-pop guy who I've never heard of, but that's fine. I mean, whatever. By the way, speaking of dragons, the one of the side plots of that dumb movie Shrek, those dumb movies Shrek, is that the donkey, Eddie Murphy, is in a amorous relationship with that giant dragon. Well, if they consummate their nuptials, did anyone think about this? That the giant dragon would kill the donkey? I mean, what kind of relationship is that? If they ever did the deed, did the boom boom, got it on, the dragon would crush the donkey. So what the hell kind of perverted crap is DreamWorks trying to put on us? Uh, so he goes to see G Dragon, who I had never heard of, and P Dragon is also in Big Bang, and P Dragon opened for G Dragon. There's a lot happening here. But I looked at the Golden One Center lineup. I don't recognize most of these bands, singers, groups, whatever. And they're selling out or nearly selling out all these performances. But I knew 15, 20% of the lineups. I went through an entire month. I was like, who's this? Who's that? Who's this? Who's that? I mean, that's just the way it is. I think it's always been that way. But it's just more pronounced because there's so much crap now. There's so much entertainment out there, and there's so many audiences that can find all this entertainment. But talking about G Dragon, Mr. Powell's like, check out the song Crayon. And I said, okay, I'll listen to Crayon. And I hop on my YouTube music revanced. I was like, it's okay. It's an okay song. Uh, and I tell him that. I'm like, it's fine. It's no Drake, but it's a decent song. And I know BTS, and by knowing BTS, I know two songs by BTS. Okay, Dynamite, In the Stars Tonight, and then I know Butter, Smooth like butter, like criminal undercover, and that's it. And then I know Stray Kids, Stray Cats, Chick Chick Boom, and then I know Blackpink, but I couldn't sing any of their songs. But anyways, he goes down to LA. He goes to the show, sees P Dragon, sees G Dragon, G Dragon. He comes back on Monday. We're chatting about the concert, Los Angeles, the hotel, the drive, etc., etc. And he goes, "So Vince, you like G Dragon?" And I go, "Wait, wait, wait, no, wait, no. He's okay. No, wait, no." And he starts to walk away, and I go, "No, no, don't do it. You didn't do it. Don't." And he comes back, and he handed me an official G Dragon merch light up flower. And I was like, no, I will not take this. I don't want this. Do not give it to me. It's yours. I will not take possession. Sell it on eBay. Get it out of my sight. I refuse to take this because I'm thinking about the cost, and I'm like, ugh, from like it hurts my heart that people are spending money on merch. It hurts my heart. It hurts Grandma Tian's heart. Do you want to hurt Grandma Tian? So I said, no, no, no. I refuse to take it. But Mr. Powell is so good hearted. He's like, please just take it. And he knows Luna is sort of into K-pop. He's like, you can give it to Luna. Luna will like it. Luna will appreciate it. I was like, no, I can't. I won't. It's a cheap plastic flower. It requires 3 AA batteries, which don't come with it, by the way. $80. 80 freaking dollars for this light up toy that you can get on Temu for $4. And it doesn't come with batteries. $80 and you're not throwing in 3 AAA batteries? Get the hell out of here. But the long and short of it is, he got in line for merch at the G Dragon concert, waited 90 minutes, 90 minutes for this merch. He got my flower. Total, he spent $500. $500 on t-shirts and another flower and whatever. And I was like, Mr. Why are you doing this to my heart? Why are you doing this to Grandma Tian's heart? $200 per ticket, hotel, Holiday Inn. No, it was actually a nice hotel. I can't remember the specific name. Meals and whatnot. Total trip, he spent over 3 G's. Over 3 G's for one concert of someone who has music that resonates with people. I don't know. It's just I was like, well, this is a thing. Saw the new Naked Gun reprisal, reboot, reshare. I don't. It doesn't matter. Liam Neeson in the role as Frank Drebin, the old Leslie Nielsen. Oh yeah, their names are similar. Kind of weird. Uh, and then Pamela Anderson as Priscilla Presley in that character. Um, it's good. It's several laugh out loud moments. Just great lines, visual gags. You can't fight City Hall. No, you can't. It's a building. Stuff like that, which I find amusing. I chuckle at. Uh, Wanted to love it, but there's also like just beats or spaces in the movie where there's no laughs, and they do this one bit where they have the car on Liam Neeson in his cop car, and he's driving around, and oh, he's getting a sandwich, and he has to go to the bathroom, and then he has to go to the car or whatever, and it was like, oh, fast forward this part, and I was like, okay, I get this for 20 seconds, but it went on and on. It was like 3 or 4 minutes. I was like, what the hell's going on here? By the way, runtime 76 minutes. The the Google will tell you 84 or 85, but uh, that's with the credits, and they do this while they're rolling some credits in the beginning. They do this like wacky, like, "Hey, we're looking at you. We're breaking for the fourth wall, or whatever." It's kind of amusing, but it's funny. Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson are great. I I hope their romance rumors are not just publicity to sell the movie. But I remember the old Naked Guns, and yes, I haven't seen them in 40 years. And maybe I'm looking at them through rose-colored glasses, but those things were so gosh dang funny and just so like laugh, laugh, joke, joke, laugh, laugh, punchline, punchline, punch. Um, and so the new Naked Gun, it doesn't have that frequency, I guess, that fervence, that fervor of a joke delivery, but it's enjoyable. I liked it. It was a fun time to be had in front of my television screen. Okay, well I think I'm done. Take care. Brush your hair. Peace out. I'm outie 5,000 G money. Gotta go late. See ya.